The growth of the mafia matched the urban sprawl of Los Angeles during the 1950s. 85-year-old Joe Donato was a wealthy mobster back then, but he's not proud of his past.
How many murders do you think you had a hand in, whether it was yourself involved or putting out the word, putting out a hit on somebody?
I would say too many.
In 1961, Donato was charged with first-degree murder after shooting his gambling business partner.
We had a big argument, and he came to my house, and we had a showdown, and I unfortunately killed him.
Donato claimed self-defense and was acquitted. The mafia bookie quickly rose through the ranks of a crime family he did not want to identify.
In California, I was almost second in command. Yeah. I was almost second in command. And the guys before me, quite a few of them were shot to death. They were killed.
Joseph Donato's long rap sheet began in Pennsylvania, where he grew up. Assault and battery, attempted murder.
You took a shot at one of your brothers.
Yes, yes, I did.
What was that about?
Oh, I just blew my top. He said something about me that I didn't like about, and I purposely missed him.
Joe wanted a way out.
I didn't want to take anybody's life anymore.
Donato had a maid who always prayed for him.
And one day I said, if you're for real, I want to meet you. I met the Lord on Wednesday, March 8, 1972 at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Thus began his spiritual journey.
And I started to turn all my gambling empire over to my friends. I said, it's all yours. Take it. I don't want nothing of it.
Donato didn't fear for his life when he left the mob.
That I never ratted on none of them.
In 1975, Joe published a book titled Tell It to the Mafia.
I wanted to reach the people that nobody could reach.
Author Wynn Hope was the sister-in-law of comedian Bob Hope.
That guy in the back there, I had everything, and yet I had a big emptiness.
These days, Joe is a resident at the Health Center of Fresno. Fellow residents and most staffers have no idea this smiling guy has such a dark past. 2 decades ago, Joe came to Fresno to preach at local jails and prisons.
He knew exactly what I needed to become what God intended for me to be.
Hood had found the answer to his prayers.
I thought I was a bad boy and the baddest man it was on the block until I talked to Joe Donato.
After 18 years in the system, Hood was released from jail for good in 1989. Donato inspired him to start Fresno Inner City Outreach.
I always looked up to Joe because I knew that he was genuine. And I always looked up to him because I wanted to be like him. You know, I wanted to change.
When Joe left the mob, he used his money to help needy kids around the world.
I started selling my properties, taking all this cash, building orphanages in India and Africa, loving every part of it.
And sharing his message with modern-day gangsters.
I've seen a lot of people die in the underworld. You're heading in the wrong direction. You're heading in the wrong direction, fellas.
He can tell me and other men, you can change too.
Dale Urong, ABC 30 Action News.